With such a big event this past weekend, I'm talking about Mike Tyson against Jake Paul, tremendous stacked card. With such a big event, there's been some boxing news that have been overshadowed. I'm talking about David Benavidez versus David Morrell. Folks, it is going down and we finally have a date. It is happening February 1st, is going down in the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. This cannot be a better fight. This is an evenly matched fight. We have David Benavidez standing tall at 6 foot tall and 2 inches. We have David Morrell standing tall at 6 foot and 1 inch. Both of these fighters are fighters who have been fighting at the 168-pound division, but decided to move up to 175 pounds. We know that David Benavidez was calling out Canelo Alvarez for the last 2-3 years. That fight did not happen. David Benavidez is moving on. And the next big opponent, not from a marketing perspective, but from an actual challenge inside the square circle, is David Morrell. David Morrell has been calling out David Benavidez. Benavidez was looking at Canelo, but Canelo decided not to fight Benavidez, and now Benavidez is looking back, staring at David Morrell, and that's the fight we're going to see. David Benavidez has a record of 29 wins, 0 losses, 0 draws. Now, on the other hand, David Morrell has 11 wins, 0 losses, 0 draws. Also a tremendous fighter, also an undefeated fighter. At this point in their careers, David Benavidez has the experience advantage, but David Morrell, with his Cuban background, has a tremendous pedigree. David Morrell is an orthodox fighter. A southpaw fighter. David Benavidez is an orthodox fighter. David Morrell has good schooling. He comes in, he throws punches, he has good footwork, he gets out the way. He is a good boxer puncher. Then, on the other hand, we have a brawler. We have David Benavidez, who comes in, throws punches in bunches, doesn't mind taking a shot in order to land a shot. That is David Benavidez. Folks, this is going to be a tremendous fight. It is finally happening. The winner of this fight can potentially fight an Artur Beterbiev, can potentially fight a Dimitri Bivol, and if they're lucky enough and hit the cash cow, maybe they can go after Canelo Alvarez. This is what the real action is happening. If you are a hardcore boxing fan, this is a fight you're not going to want to miss. So Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, a little underwhelming. That was for the casuals. That was entertaining. That was a tremendous boxing event. Shout out to Netflix. Shout out to everyone who was involved. But if pure boxing is what you're looking for, this is the fight you're going to want to tune in. As we get closer to the fight, I'll do a more in-depth analysis. I'll do my prediction videos. But one thing I'm going to tell you now is that it's going to be action-packed. Again, David Benavidez, big puncher. Big puncher. He has never been in a boring fight. David Morrell, he sometimes looks like the next Roy Jones. He's naturally athletic, he's naturally gifted, has good footwork, can throw punches, can avoid punches, can go in, can swim without getting wet. So at the moment, I lean a little bit more towards David Benavidez because of the experience. But as we get closer to the fight, I'll do an in-depth analysis. So if boxing is what you like to follow on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. I'll keep the videos coming. Big ol' thank you to all the heavy hitters out there who tune in on the regular. Peace.